So the answer is very, very simple. The larger the tank, the larger amount of time it requires to charge. Right? Now you can see very, very clearly. जब इनपुट कितना धीरे चल रहा है तो कैपेसिटर पूरा चार्ज हो रहा है. ठीक है. Now we will increase the, and this is your green is your output and blue is your input, and capacitor is placed in between to charge and discharge your circuit. Right? Now I increase the input. Capacitor is now again charging at full level. Right? Now again I increase the input frequency more. Let's see now. See capacitor responding how beautifully. जितनी ज्यादा ब्लू में नॉइज है उतनी ग्रीन में नॉइज का एम्पलीट्यूड कम हो गया विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर कैपेसिटर, क्योंकि कैपेसिटर उसको उतना स्मूथली रिस्पॉन्स कर रहा है जितना फास्ट है. नाउ अगेन आई इंक्रीज मोर. नाउ यू कैन सी अगेन. So capacitor is very beautifully performing its task, and its value is totally defining by the input time, none other than that. Right? Again I decrease. This is the concluding slide. You can see here. जैसे जैसे हमारी फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ रही है वैसे वैसे हमारा कैपेसिटर रिस्पॉन्स कर रहा है. अभी फ्रीक्वेंसी कम थी, अब ज्यादा हो गई, 10 हर्ट्ज, 15 और ज्यादा, 20. So signal output is correctly responding to it. This is the beauty of capacitor. Now I show you in the final screen. Yes. So when your frequency is 1 hertz, capacitor fully charged. When your value of frequency increases, capacitor में 95% charge. एंड एज यू इंक्रीज, जैसे जैसे हमारी फ्रीक्वेंसी इंक्रीज हो रही है कैपेसिटर हमारा उतनी नॉइज को घटा रहा है. फ्रीक्वेंसी का मतलब क्या है? फास्टनेस. एंड कैपेसिटर की चार्जिंग से क्या मतलब है? कैपेसिटर की चार्जिंग का मतलब ये है कि वो उतना जल्दी नॉइज को रिमूव करेगा. राइट? So this is how your RC circuit is being designed. Now, any questions till here, you can ask if any of the questions till here. Quickly, you can ask in the chat box. Perfect, perfect. I have seen the responses in the chat box. So this is how your capacitor works. So my dear students, now try to understand what I want to explain you. Industry never want your theory, what you have learned in your college. No, they only want design products, because what is electronics? Making products. Smartphone, TV, fridge, washing machine, refrigerator, consumer electronics, machines, everything will be done by beautifully in electronics. So this is how company pays you a high pay, none other than that. Right? So you should be very, very smart enough to work for your skills, none other than that. So I again ask to all of you, is there any questions from your side before I move further? Any questions in capacitor or in RC circuit designing till here? Quickly ask in the chat box. Perfect, perfect. So, so things are very, very clearly. Which software are you using? No, sir. Dear, this is a paid software where we have made the circuits, and this is the software you don't get in pirated form. So you, if you want the software, you can get the license from the online internet, and the website will be provided by my team. You can ask your questions in the to the Ranji. He'll provide out to you. Basically, this is the software which is made by our company only. Right? So any questions for you people, if you want to ask, you can ask to the contact number which is being showing in the chat box. You can ask your questions anytime. If you feel anything in the skill development, you ask. So this is all about the RC circuit which we have learned here, right? Now I want to explain you one thing very, very clearly. Just a second, I'll show you. Okay, perfect. So what is the thing here? I want you people to understand value of R and C is being designed by the amount of time taken by the button. Let's say button is being replaced with a joystick. Then you have to design the R and C value depending upon the time taken by joystick, right? So this is how questions will be asked in your interview, right? They never ever try to ask a question like from your theory perspective. So this is all about the today's session. Apart from this, any question if you want to ask, you can ask. For skill development, for industry, for interview questions, anything you can ask quickly in the chat box. Or my team has provided a contact number in the chat box for our. You can ask your questions to Ranjit on the same number. Whatever your questions regarding industry preparation, interviews, anything you can ask here. And if any of the student among you are strong enough with your skills, you can directly DM on the same number. We will conduct an interview for you to provide a good internship in a company for you people. If you pass our interview, we will help out you. So, as an embedded system, I want to show you the correct roadmap you have to learn to build your skills for industry ready, right? So these are the things you have to prepare very, very smartly. These are the non-negotiable. How electricity is being working, the basics of electronics, the complete microprocessor working, no theory, as we learned here. The communication protocols, how your microcontroller communicate, how it will send data to your PC, the main interfacing of your microcontroller, timer, GPIO, everything is beautifully you have to cover. And the heart of electronics, non-negotiable, C language and C programming. These two things are non-negotiable. You have to do at any cost. And the number system, how beautifully aligned with C to get your electronics done. So these are the modules you have to prepare to get clear your interview for industry, right? So for students, we have introduced three programs for you people to get industry ready. This is the very first program you can cover in only 1 month. A short industry internship based program. You can choose it and complete in just 1 month. Here you will learn the microcontroller interfacing, the actual hands-on skill on the software, right? The second program is the complete self-oriented program. You can learn here the correct skills completely, a package which makes you industry ready. So if you decided that you have to develop your career in embedded system, you can opt this particular module. This is a complete embedded system foundation. And if you are just exploring around now, you can go with the very first module. This will cover the two basic module that you can beautifully cover in your vacation, a 1 month package, right? And the second one is the complete 9 beautiful strong module to develop your foundation. And if you don't go for these two, and if you start your preparation very, very correctly and you want to crack a high paid job in just next 3 months, you can opt this third module. In this, there are 10 modules, same as like 9 modules here, but we will have a live classes until you will get your job. You will get every next weekend live classes with me where you can clear your doubts. You can opt this particular module along with. So these three programs are here. You can opt and start your preparation for industry ready. My dear students, very, very frankly, I can say you here, your college never teach you the correct skills because the actuality is that your teachers never know how industry works because they haven't worked in industry till yet, right? This is the fact, and I'm not bettering anybody. This is the correct scenario. So depending upon your choice, you can choose any of these three programs: the 1 month program, the short one, if you want to explore, and if you decided, go for the foundation program, and if you want live classes, go for the very third program. So with your permission, I want to explain these three modules very, very clearly here. Now I will show you these modules on our website, right? So basically, this is our website where you can continue these modules. These are the modules which are shown on our website, right? So the very third module live, definitely it is a much costlier, and these two programs are little bit less costlier. This is the self foundation program. You can cover it on your own, consisting of 9 beautiful modules. The second one, right? The second one, this module, the foundation program, right? And if you go with a small internship program, then this is beautifully for you. Embedded System Foundation program, right? This is the 1 month vacational program. You can cover it in your vacations, right? This is the correct skill you have to build up. You should have to take actions for yourself. None other than you will going to take actions for yourself, right? So be very, very active and took actions. And if you have any questions, you can ask on the same number which is provided in the chat box. We will help out you for the level best. And let me tell you very, very sincerely, one of the very good question here. Since vacations are being going on, so we have reduced the prices over. One of the student asked me, I don't know how he'll get my personal contact number. Some of the students may get it from the internet and directly ask me, why do you charge it? Why do you make things paid? Because previously, when I help locally to the students, I don't charge anything. But right now, we have made a proper system for student development. So definitely charges should be there. But my dear student, these charges are very, very low from the charges which you paid as a high fees to your college. If I do internship here, after that you provide certificate that I show in my college. A very perfect question which I love to answer this question. Very perfect question. My dear student ask a question. If I do internship here, after that, then you provide certificate that I show in my college. A straight answer to you. Definitely, we will provide a certificate. Definitely, we will provide a certificate that you can show in your college. But let me tell you, my dear student, answer me very, very sincerely. All the student, I want to you to answer the question. Are you seeing your 4 years of college or the next 30 years of your career? Tell me, your focus is on this or your focus is on your this? Tell me, 4 years or 30 years? Quickly type in the chat box. All the students I want to answer. Your focus is on your 4 years of college or after 30 years when you spend in your career? Definitely, you will spend the 30 years next in your career. You have to answer that. Yes, very, very perfect. This is the thing you have to understand, my dear. So, if I give you a certificate today, but industry won't value the certificate. Now, students try to understand the things. Why I am sitting here and telling you I have worked with hundred of students still here. And even in my after my B.Tech gave hundreds of interview at that point of time. Industry won't care certifications. Please mind, people every day posting certifications on LinkedIn. No one will value your certifications. If simply answer me a simple question, you have to hire a person in your house who can speak English very fluently. So one of the students show you certificate, you will hire that one or a person who can easily speak English very fluently. Whom will you hire? The certificate guy or the speaker guy? Tell me, all of you, quickly. So, my dear, no one will value the certificate. Everyone will value your skills. You have to show the skills in interview. An interview never lasts for 10 to 20 minutes. They will work for 1 to 3 hours. You have to show your skills, right? So, my dear student, I am here to help you very clearly. Students are indulging in a very wrong path with a very incorrect exposure that industry value certifications. No, no certifications are valued by industry. They purely value your skills that will be tested in the interview. And right now, 77 students are connected listening me presently. I request all of the students, people always message me, can you refer me in the company? Can you refer me in so and so company? I will refer you in the company today. Today, I myself refer you in the company, in a very good reputed company. Can you tell me a simple answer? Are you easily handle the interview? Can you answer all the questions in the interview they will going to ask? If you are capable enough to answer, please personally contact me on the number which I provided in the chat box. We will help out you. I will take interview from my side. If you clear my interview, I will refer you, because the community is very simple. If you are not capable of passing the interview, why will refer you? Because we don't want to betray ourselves. We don't want to disrespect our value. If you purely handle our interview clearly, we will refer you. But the thing here is the skill, no certifications. So hopefully the student will get the answer which I want you want to ask, right? So, my dear students, please focus on the skills, because skills are the things which being valued by the company. And I am very straightforward here, and I am very frankly speaking here to all the students. Please value your skills, and if you are skilled enough, come to me. I'll refer you. So, for the vacations purpose, we have, you can say, we have reduced the fees of the courses. And I'm very much sure, because the industry or everywhere, irrespective of electronics or any of the branch, always value is being done by the industry, who are action takers, none other than that. So, to make yourself responsible for your future, you have to take actions. And this is the same course you can see on the screen. I'm showing you very clearly on the screen. These two are the same courses, and it costs 3,500, and but it is 750 just for today. And you definitely ask a question that you are doing a marketing stunt, that you are hooking us for today कि आप हमारे को push कर रहे हो. Definitely, my dear students, I am. Because why? Because the reason is very simple. Nowadays vacations are being going on, and you have enough time to work on your skills. And for yourself, we have reduced the prices, and definitely the prices will be restored by tomorrow morning, and it will never again until our next webinar, or when we will plan. So this is something you have to work on. And 750 is not a bigger amount, because we are not here to loot students as your college did. A B.Tech student can beautifully pay 4 to 10 lakh in college and no guarantee for job, because you aren't skilled enough. So we help here with these programs to help out you. For certificate, I told you, because I want to do internship. It require in my college, it is internship certificate, not for my job else. My dear student, please try to understand. Definitely, I will provide you certificate. In a very straightforward answer, I will provide you certificate. But try to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Everything today is the business. Please try to understand. And you can easily say, sir, you are also doing the business here. But no, I am not. Yes, definitely today you can say I am doing the business. But previously I have taught hundred of students, and that definitely are sitting in the industry today. You know, last week, one of my student, Prateek Jaiswal, I don't share the profile. He has he's now in his fourth year, and he cracked the package of 17 LP. I don't disclose the company name because I have already disclosed the guy name, Prateek, 17 LPA. Now you can imagine, he is my student, and he is my student from the very first year. And that point of time, I was teaching free of cost with no fees, right? But now the system is being there, so we are definitely charging. What I want to explain you here is, please value skills for next 30 years. As you answer above, obviously 30 year, right? So I want to explain you here, please focus on this. Certification is no matter. If you say, I will, let's say, if you can say, I'll submit my certificate in my college and I'll get good grade. Doesn't matter, my dear. Doesn't matter. The thing which matter is purely the correct skills, none other than that. I can clearly show you my mark sheet where I have scored 85+% marks. That is definitely of no use. By scoring 85% marks, I haven't have a job. So try to understand what I'm trying to explain here to all of you. Please focus after 60, after the college, not the inside the college for 4 years. No one will be help out you because your professors will be indulging in yourself in building, uh, let's say, what you can say, their portfolio to get their promotions, and college is minting money for their self. No one is being going to help out you, right? So please focus on yourself, none other than that, because no one will help out you. And you can very clearly ask me why you are doing this program, because I suffered at my point of time. I don't have job. I pay huge fees to college. I have studied in government college, but still I don't have job because the things these are not getting into the college. So please try to build skills for yourself, none other than that. So my dear, hopefully your question will be answered here. Certification in very short answer, definitely we will provide. Any more questions, you can feel free to ask on the same number which I have provided on the chat box, and you can follow us on the Instagram. We have also provided the Instagram number on the chat box, Instagram ID on the chat box profile, and the contact number. Whatever questions you have, feel free to ask. I am here for 5 to 10 minutes more. You can easily ask your questions, any of the questions you want to ask. Okay, okay, perfect. Great, great. I have answered this question, dear, already. Yes, yes. I have already answered this question. Why I'm charging? I'm not charging for as much as your college are charging. And yes, yeah, this is the fact. So yes, this is the fact that the charge is 750 just for today. Yes. Why? And purely, I'm saying very frankly here, because the action taken are one which is being valued anywhere or everywhere. Those who are stuck, stay in the exploring loop will never get the success. So this is just for today. Tomorrow the prices will again restore. Huh. I'll clear it. So my dear student, if you want to just start your embedded system journey, this program is just for 1 month program, a short program, right? Embedded system fundamental, the bare metal interfacing you can see on the screen. And if you are decided that what you if you are very clear that if you have to build your career in embedded system, this is the foundation program. This consists of 9 courses. Nine, and what are these 9 courses? These are the all individual courses. You can see. So electrical, electronics, all these are individual courses, and that definitely cost you higher to buy individual courses. That is why we have put all these courses into the package. You can see on the top, the package is written on the screen, and which consists of 9 courses. And same package is cost 2,999, and same package is cost here 5,500. But here one course is extra, 10 course. This is the live class. You will get continue until you will get the job. Till then you can continue with us. We are not here to bind you for 1 month or a 3 month. No, not such kind of things. And this is the very foundation program of 1 month if you want to explore. For your perspective, my dear, for your perspective only, we have reduced the charges of 750. See, student nowadays, I met many of the students across on everyday basis, right? Everyday basis, I met to the students. The purpose behind 750, it's not a pair of shoe you can buy in 750, right? And you can easily invest 750 in your skills. This is not a spending money, this is investment where you can get a beautiful packaging or your career. I am in diploma in electronics engineering and I'm here to acquire skills. Yes, great, great, great. Praveen is asking gift. So are you the one who answered the very correct answer, the question? If you are the one, my team will provided you the gift. If you aren't, then no help from our side. When I ask the question for gift, if you are suitable, then definitely great. So, any of the questions still, students, you can feel free to ask. Yes, yes, yes. Clear, clear. What you are, yeah, yes. See, I'll tell you the fact. My dear students, college nowadays are working on the exposure they have, right? College are working on the exposure they have. See, college purely focus on the curriculum, and that curriculum is designed, you can say, 50 to 70 years back for any of the college you can select, right? But industry changes soon apart. Keypad phone are designing in 90s, and nowadays the era is of smartphone. How drastically market is being changing, right? Your curriculum is totally based on 8086 microprocessor, not even only the microcontroller. I don't know how many of the students from you have attended my last workshop where I have shown how beautifully you can connect, interrupt your microcontroller. And definitely today we will learn how to connect a push button. So this is the practical skill. Now, skill is something you can do. You can create the product. Why? Because industry only values the product, none other than that. Industry always value the product. They won't value your curriculum. Curriculum is full of over the internet, right? This is the exposure. I have conducted lots of workshop offline in many of the colleges, right? And there also the same, yeah, there also the same curriculum is being going on. Same curriculum we have available for the colleges as well. I conducted many of the workshops in offline. Yeah, they also selected these programs. Yes, yes, yes. Mm, I'll clear out here. Just a second. See, I'll tell you. I'll explain you the prospectus of business. Just a second, give me. See, Today, everything is business, right? I am very frankly here to tell you, I'm not betraying you anyhow. Today, everything is business. And student, please understand the term ROI. Can anybody tell me what is ROI? ROI is return on investment. Okay, return on investment. When you put 1 lakh rupees in bank as an FD fixed deposit, you will get the 7% interest, right? That is cost 7,000 rupees you will get. Means your 1 lakh will be 1 lakh 7,000 after a year, right? So everything is business, right? Everything is business. So please try to understand here what I want to explain you. In college, on an average, I met across the college on an average 4 lakh to 12 lakh fees is there for 4 years of B.Tech in between. All of the students right now are in between this fee for 4 years. Somebody have 1 lakh, somebody have 2 lakh per year. On an average, 4 to 12 lakh. And after you will get the license. What is the license? The license is your degree that you'll know how to drive a car. But let me tell you, when I took a test, I'll answer the certification question again. When I took a test, please have a test and show me how you can drive a car. Show me your driving skills. You will fail here, right? So whether you will opt my program or not, it totally depends upon you. It's your choice. I am not here to pushing you or pressurize you. But in any of the skills, if you investing a small, you can see a cherry on the cake. If you invest, not spend, mark my words, if you invest a small amount, not in lakhs, but in some hundreds and thousands, not even in thousands. You can see on the screen, my maximum cost is 5,500, and that will cost you a lifelong unless you will get a job. You will get a beautiful ROI, the investment return, right? So try to understand the concept of business. Colleges nowadays are performing their business, even if the government or in the private, anybody of the college. I have studied in government college in Delhi, right? That cost at that point of time very, very low. But right now, IP University that in right now GB Pan, right now its B.Tech cost is 10 lakh average. I have heard about recently 10 lakh. You can imagine. And after the B.Tech, students struggle like I won't use the word. Students literally struggle to get a job, and engineers get the job of sales, marketing, any kind of job they are getting with a 10K. Yes, market is very, very correct. That is why I've shown in the very first scene 20K per month, 10K per month. Literally, they are getting here. Why? Because no one will help them to get a pure skill, how things will be work in the industry, right? So if you want, definitely market have 20 LPA packages, even 50 LPA packages, 10 LPA packages. It totally depending upon you, how capable you are and how much skilled enough you are. So I concludingly, what I want to tell you here, don't depend upon your B.Tech curriculum. Your parents have emotional connect with your future. Our child should get a success. Don't depend upon this curriculum only. Be smart enough to build on skills, whether you will in any field. Let's say some of the students are opting in B.Tech, but they are not interested in engineering and technical. They are interested in, let's say, in commerce, any of the thing. There are lots of market options today. But my dear student, what I'm trying to tell here is focus on skills depending upon your interest. None other than that. The conclusion is till here. Skills are valuable, not degree, not anything else. If you say degree, I have, you can see on the screen, I am working as a consultant in many of the companies and I help them in designing their products. So I have visited around most of the IITs in India. Now I will tell you the difference of IITs and other colleges. You can say I have visited in IIT Ropar, IIT Roorkee, IIT Bombay, IIT Tirupati. IIT Tirupati is being going on setup, creating their setup now onwards. right? North Indian IITs I have visited. Now I will tell you the difference. Everybody wants to get admission into IITs, but IITs is not a magical, you can say a rocket science, nothing. There is only simple difference in IIT and normal colleges. Can anybody tell me? Then I'll answer you. Why I'm answering this question? Because I have seen literally physically visiting in many of the IITs, not for the these workshops, but for the industry work which I have created for instrumentation. The simple difference among IITs and other colleges is infrastructure plus exposure. None other than that. The skill right now I am explaining you here, the embedded system, all these three programs which I am telling you here that you have to work on electronic processor, everything you have to buy yourself here right now after my workshop. It's your choice. You have, if you like my workshop, you have to buy yourself. But in IIT, what I have mentioned, the keyword infrastructure and the exposure, the IITs buy themselves for their students. This is the only difference. In abroad, in US, student explore, and definitely, my dear, if you perform experimentation, if you do every experimentation, that you will, then only you will get the exposure. On sitting in a single room in your house, you can't say how beautiful the country is unless you visit to the different state and met with the different people. So that is why we have built the system 3. That is why we have cost this course just for 750. Why? Because you will get exposure. Let's say after completing your course, you are saying, I'm not interested in electronics, I want to build my career in something else, but still you will get some exposure now. You will at least get value your license called degree, because degree you are pursuing. And let's say कि आपको डिग्री में इंटरेस्ट नहीं आ रहा, आपने उसके बाद करियर ही चेंज कर लिया, बट स्टिल आप अपनी डिग्री को अपार्ट फ्रॉम कॉलेज कुछ रिस्पेक्ट तो दे पाएंगे. And skill is something like a weapon in your house. In future you target that I want to complete my, let's say, build my career in electronics, you can come. But if you are one who completely decided कि मुझे तो electronics में ही आगे जाना है, then these programs are for you. This cost 2,999, this cost something 5,500. Means that is why for students concern only we will keep just for your exposure. And what I am telling here is infrastructure plus exposure. One of the student earlier asked me a question that which software you are using. Software nowadays are very costly. So all the softwares, all the infrastructure, everything is being purchased by IITs themselves, right? They took initiative for their students, but private colleges just are for money minting. They just giving you a piece of paper called degree. Mark my words today. Today is 21st June 2026. Mark my word today. After just 2 years of your B.Tech, when you, let's say, B.Tech you are completed in 4th year, when you are 6th year, ideally you are not in 6th year, but just after your B.Tech, from your mouth, you will simply say these two words, what I'm telling here. Degree is just a piece of paper. I am not saying this word by just sitting here. With my exposure, I am saying this particular word. So IITs take initiative by themselves, right? Not you have to take your initiative. Yes, you are in tier 3, tier 2 colleges. You have, and this is the very simple reason why companies like Google, Apple, they go in IITs. Why? Because they know students are preparing there. And answer is very simple. Companies are not supposed to waste their time. They never ever they will come to tier 3 colleges. Never ever. The reason is very simple. Why? Because they know if I will get a 1 to 2 students among, let's say, 100 students, then we, again I am explaining the concept of ROI. They will don't get the return on their investment. How much time amount of they spend, for them time is also an investment. How much time they spend in your college for placement, they will don't get the result. Maybe, and I'm very frankly and confidently telling here, maybe one or two students only they will get hired, and also zero, the student strength maybe zero. They don't get the student skilled enough. So the correct answer is exposure, exposure and the infrastructure that you don't get higher. And one of the student, Amit Kumar, asked me, "Sir, your course can be learnt by first and second year students." Definitely, definitely. See, try to understand. Now try to understand. I don't know. Quickly, I quickly mention your years. I'll tell you. See. First year, second year, third year, fourth year. Okay. If you are in first year and you start your skill journey today, let's say you completed my all these modules in by the end of second year. Till end of second year, you will skilled enough with proper hands-on. The keyword is hands-on. With a correct hands-on on these all 9 modules, right? Now you will have pure 3 to 4 years, pure 2 years, right? And I will ensure you today, you will not supposed to listen your professor in these 2 years. What keywords your heart, your brain will give you? I am going to waste my 2 years by listening these professors. These are the keyword you will tell. Why? Because in third and fourth year, your journey will simple. In the third year, you will get a good projects, because see, everyone is saying project, your mini project, minor project, major project, everyone, your professor. But let me tell you, can you build project independently without any kind of basic understanding? How can you build? Copy paste is very simple. And interviewers are very, very smart. They quickly judge you whether you have made your project or you have just copy paste from the internet or from the YouTube or from the chat GPT, right? And that is why I have asked students from in the very beginning, if you clear my interview, I will refer you. But if you doesn't, go back and learn skills. No option other than that. Very simple, straightforward answer. If you are skilled enough, come to me. If you aren't, go and prepare your skills. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, you will get a beautiful 2 years to get you good projects, and you will spend your complete third year in projects because you have a foundation. See, अगर आपको एक बेसिक नॉलेज आ गई स्किल्स की कि कैसे ट्रांजिस्टर काम करता है, कैसे ट्रांजिस्टर से सर्किट बनाते हैं, माइक्रो कंट्रोलर से कैसे एलईडी कनेक्ट करते हैं, कैसे बटन कनेक्ट करते हैं, कैसे टाइमर चलाते हैं, देन यू विल गेट इनफ अमाउंट ऑफ स्किल टू मेक अ प्रोजेक्ट. नाउ अगर आप कॉपी पेस्ट भी कर रहे हैं ना प्रोजेक्ट को, यू आर कॉन्फिडेंट इनफ टू आंसर. नो वरीज, कॉपी पेस्ट कभी भी गलत नहीं है. नो वन विल बी जस्ट गेट टू these skills in the womb of mother. No, never. Everyone will learn here only, but with the basic foundation. The keyword here is foundation will be very, very clear, right? In the very third year, you will have a good project. And fourth year, what you will do? Project? No, never. In fourth year, you will get an internship in good company, right? Let's say in a private limited or in a limited company, you will get the internship. And in internship, what you are doing? You will go to and study curriculum? No, never ever. In internship, you will just purely work on the real products, right? On the real products of the company, right? The real products. And after 4 years, now understand, after 4 years, you will get basics, you will get projects, you will get industry exposure by private companies in your internship. Now tell me, is there anyone who will reject you? Tell me in the chat box quickly. Yes, yes. No one will be reject you. Why? Because you have basic foundation with such kind of courses, modules, right? And after that, you have made your project, maybe copy paste, but still you have basic foundation clear. You know how transistor works. You know how microcontroller works. and you are work in industry with real projects, with real industry level work, then definitely companies will hire you. And if you are and one of the students who just passed his 4 year, now understand the difference here very, very clearly. One of the student who just wake up in 4th year or after 4th year, they will give their 1 year on learning, then go for internship. No, never go for internship. Why? Because the peer pressure, the pressure from family will become. I am telling you very, very genuinely that students have faced that please go and job. Then on pressure base, he will start 10 to 20K job and work for 2 years with a low paying salary. And definitely, my dear student, everyone is selfish today. No company will help you to learn skills. Can you tell me anyone, buddy, why any of the company don't want you to learn? Tell me, why any of the company don't want you to learn? When you work in the company at such salary, why they won't want? वो क्यों आपको नहीं चाहेंगे कि आप सीखें चीजें? Tell me quickly. The answer is very, very straightforward. Yes, yes, very correct, very correct. If you learn, you will quickly switch, and nobody wants it. आप अगर 10-20K की सैलरी पे कुछ सीख जाएंगे तो आप क्यों 10-20K सैलरी पे काम करेंगे? You will quickly switch in LPAs, right? That is why company makes you diplomatically struggle. They overburdened you with work, right? Overburdened with you work. I've seen lots of students after coming to the job in evening, they start working on the skills, but at that point of time, it is very, very challenging for you people to work. So more early you will start, the better results you will get. Mark my words. The person who is starting in 1st year will get definitely better result who is starting from 4th year. And result is nothing but how quickly, the statement is how quickly get into good companies. Myself, if you say one of my student completed in 1st year, one of student in 4th year, so he will get project experience, internship experience, foundation experience, basic experience, everything inside college, right? So after college, he can quickly jump into large companies. But a student who wake up in 4th year or after 4th year, they will quickly skill up, maybe half enough or just a small knowledge and work on 10-20K salary. Then inside company, when the eyes get open, then start working with the challenging environment and they will get 1 to 2 or maybe 3 years, then start skill development journey. So the difference here is after college, you will get a jump good, or after college, 1 to 3 years of struggle, maybe 5 years, 6 years, then you will want to get a good jump. So path is purely in your hand, right? There are two roads. It's totally depend upon you. Whether in first, second, third, or 4th year, road is totally for you. Whether you can start. And the more early you will start, the better result you will get. Either in 1st year or in 4th year. But for 4th year, path is something long, not difficult. I must say, I'm not discouraging anybody, but long. And I must say, within 4th year, if you started, that is also benefit because college student have most amount of time to spend within college, right? And if you start, because you definitely answer from your side, curriculum is of waste. I am using harsh word, but this is the reality. Sir, are not your courses contains knowledge or theory of second, third, or 4th year? Then how your 1st year students will learn from your course? Sir, are not your courses contains knowledge of the theory of second? Got it. So, my dear, you want to ask that your course consists something that will be covered in your second, third, or 4th year, and I am in 1st year. So, how can I cope up with those things? Your question is simple. So, my dear, I will answer to your question only. Our modules, this is not knowledge. This is not theory, right? I am very, very frankly telling to all of the students, and you will definitely get shocked. All of you have studied derivations. You have studied signal system, everything long, long derivation, whether in your class 12, whether in your B.Tech or in diploma. Nothing will be used in industry. Nothing. To answer your question, no knowledge, no theory, nothing is required. Nothing is required. Why? Because these modules are very, very independent enough. Here you will get the basic of electricity. What is electricity? This is the question, but you will not answer what is electricity here. You will answer how electricity is used in electronics, how electronics is used in microprocessor, and how microprocessor is used in C programming and C language with microcontroller interfacing. So these modules are independent, right? If you have covered your class 10th, right, you can clearly go through these modules. Such kind of basic foundation in this module. A student who wish to develop their career in electronics and he is presently in class 10th and he can definitely pursue these modules very, very clear. These are designed in such a way that irrespective, because these are not college curriculum, very, very different. In college, you will get to know about knowledge, but here you will get the skills. And let me tell you the difference between knowledge and skills. Let me tell you, every of the student right here learns about transistor. Even in your first year, you have learned about in class 12, people learn about transistor, right? Or simple Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, right? Now I will give you a push button. I will give you a microcontroller that we have learned today. Now tell me, a RC circuit is being connected here. You can tell me what is the value of resistance. I want to answer this question from Amit. Amit, you have asked me a question that uh, these courses being covered without pursuing the knowledge of second, third, and fourth year. Forget everything. Tell me the simple answer. Can you tell me the value of R and C in push button connected with microcontroller that is already connected in your washing machine or in your TV remote? Everything you have used keypad. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Here the matter is not about the theory, purely application. How you can apply. If I give you RC circuit, right, you can apply it into the circuit using Ohm's law. How resistance is being designed in such a way that your circuit does not get burned out. So this is something very, very different from the college curriculum, right? So hopefully every of the doubts will be cleared by the students. And if you have any questions with you, feel free to ask on the same contact number which I provided in the chat box earlier, right? Feel free to ask your questions. Uh, and you can follow us on Instagram as well. All right. This is the contact number. You can ask your questions here if you have any of the questions. So this is all about the curriculum, and you can see the modules on our website. And my dear student, actions are the thing which only difference between a normal student and skilled student. You have to take your actions today only. If you are clear enough, go for this module, the foundation program, And if you are not decided yet, go for the this module, the bare metal interfacing. And this is showing you today only. Tomorrow this will disappear and you will show that this one, the 3500 one. Okay. So last but not the least, please take the actions because actions will define you, none other than that. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask. My team, Ranjit, will answer you. And if anything will be required by myself, I will help out you personally with a one-to-one call on Zoom meeting. Because we are not here to just getting money from you. I am building a community where I can help students personally as I experienced after college so that students get a smooth path that don't have to suffer as like me, but definitely you have to take actions to work and to work on the path. I am not, or anybody, not I'm personally me, nobody will work for you, right? So thank you. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Today is the last, yeah. Tomorrow it will be restored because actions you have to take the actions, no, unless you won't take actions. So today you, yeah. Tomorrow, even today at night, the prices will be get restored. Perfect, perfect. Okay, okay. Thank you. You can have any questions you can ask on that particular number. Okay, thank you. Yeah, please restore the prices tomorrow. Yeah, no, no, no. Actions, no. We are very, very particular with. Okay.